Hi guys. We are going to do a self-love reading, okay? Self-love reading. Thank you, Divine Spirit. We ask that you send the archangels and our ancestors to help navigate a clear message, what you want, current energy, what you want the collective to know regarding their self-love journey. Whatever you would have them to know, what we need to work on, what we need to be aware of. Okay? In the mighty name of Jesus, we block and blind all chaos, balance, throat chakra blockages. Crown chakra blockages. We cleanse this space to be covered in love and light and get rid of all the negativity in the collective's life and in our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, we missed a spot. I love you guys so much. Alright, self-love reading for the collective. You have to excuse me, we're still recovering from being ill. But we're making a speedy recovery, so it's okay. It's all good. Self-love reading for the collective, please. Spirit, what would you have us to know? What would you have us to know? What do we need to work on? What do we need to focus on? What are we working on that we're making progress? What would you have us to know? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Let's cleanse our cards. Alright. Alright. So we have, I am gifted and talented. Because of this, I will never go without. Okay, I am gifted and talented, and because of this, I will never go without. Meaning, collective, that you have gifts and talents that can pay the bills, alright? You don't have to resort to low vibrational activities to pay the bills. And to each their own. You know, if you do that extra stuff, wouldn't necessarily call it lower vibrational, but because it's all about intentions, right? Anyways, I am gifted and talented. Because of this, I will never go without. Alright. What about this, Spirit? What about this? Let's delve a little bit deeper. Please and thank you. So first card that came out, that's you, collective. Nurturer, caring, loving, for other people, huh? You're a good parent, aren't you? You're a good parent. Yes, great. That's you, collective. See, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth. Abundance, fertility. Like this talks about like being a creator, you know? Like we're not the creator, but this talks about being a creator, right? Fertility, birthing new ideas, becoming inspired on our own, you know? Like it doesn't take very much for us to get a spark of inspiration, of new ideas, you know, embark on new adventures, you know. Exactly. This talks about celebrations, collaboration, collaborating with yourself too, to spark those new ideas, collaborating with your spirit team, you know, to inspire those new ideas, those new creative ideas. Okay? And when we have get inspired and have these good ideas, right? These new creative endeavors and ideas, it boosts your self-esteem. Okay, you'll come to find that all of these cards that I'm making, this new series that we're doing, in some way, shape, or form, these affirmations, right? They all cater to a sense of your self-esteem, your self-love. Okay? So, yeah, we've got the Three of Cups. Maybe this is you collaborating with your spirit team or going within. Maybe these are three different parts of yourself. Your creative side, your business side, your relationships. Okay? Happiness, community, friendships, creativity, exactly. Now, catering to yourself, doing a bit of self-care and a bit of self-love is going to also help to spark your self-esteem. Nurturing yourself is going to help to spark your self-esteem. Okay? Which is going to create these new ideas. I want to say it's like a double-edged sword, right? It all kind of coexists together, you know? Like you'll see me talking about coexisting on this channel quite a bit, right? Well, coexisting within the self. Coexisting within self, right? These things are going to intertwine and you know, they all work together. Okay? What else do you need the collective to know about this? This is absolute fulfillment. The Ten of Pentacles is absolute financial abundance. But in my opinion, I think it means abundance however you interpret it. But this is absolute fulfillment. That's all the cups you could possibly have. That's relationships, that's soul tribe, that's money, that's, whatever you can think of those cups being, that's all the cups. That's emotional stability, emotional fulfillment, that's psychological stability. I mean, that's absolute harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams coming true. It's all the things. This card, I usually take the cards and one or two definitions stick out to me. This card is all the things, okay? Even if that means you find all these things within self, okay? Being in relationship with self, okay? And tapping into being in a relationship with self. That way you can really get to know self, and then tap into the gifts that are yet to be discovered, creative ideas and endeavors that are yet to be discovered, that I mean, win-win, help bring in income, right? New ideas, curiosity, and thirst for knowledge. The thirst for knowledge of learning about who you are, collective, who collective is. What are these undiscovered, untapped ideas and endeavors and adventures that collective can embark on? What are these untapped, undiscovered gifts that collective has that have been suppressed, but could really, they have no idea that they could save them, essentially, help to save them. This card talks about mental energy. It's putting that mental energy into self. Because right now you might be experiencing material loss, or simply you need to indulge in self, in getting to know self, in discovering in these gifts and ideas. Maybe you've been stubborn to getting to know self. Okay. I do feel like using the big messy deck. Alright, Spirit. Anything else about this wonderful self-love reading? I like this so far. This is great, you guys. This is awesome. So, if you've been neglecting, not nurturing the ideas of, getting to know self and really doing some introspection and I mean, because you're the empress or emperor after all, collective, like, it wouldn't take very much for you to nurture yourself, okay? And take the time to really, you know, get to know self and tap into undiscovered gifts, okay? It would take nothing because knowledge is power. Exactly. You can really step and walk into your power if you know self. Because again, it will boost your confidence. Say you didn't know that you were a good singer, okay? Or a good dancer. And you've been afraid to sing. You've been afraid to even try, right? Or you haven't even thought about that, right? Just undiscovered, untapped gifts, right? Well, by taking that chance and really sitting down with self and putting that effort into self, okay, with the Three of Cups, right? Investing in self, nurturing self with the Empress, right? Collaborating with self, like the Lover's card, right? Becoming in harmony with self. You would discover those gifts, those talents. And singing, I know from firsthand experience, is very healing. So is dancing. And you see, it's like a double-edged sword. It will keep on, one will keep fueling the other, and one will keep fueling the other, and it will go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and your cup will begin to fill within. Okay? That is how you fill your own cup, is by these, like, tapping into your gift, and then it encourages your confidence, your self-esteem. Well, you keep on doing, being active in your gift, and then it's gonna keep fueling your confidence, and then your confidence is gonna inspire new ideas. And you see where I'm going with this? Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, Your family on the other side heard you. So maybe you've been praying and, say, asking, like, okay, well, I don't feel very good, and, whatever. Like, they heard you, okay? All right. This usually means the Grim Reaper is coming to collect. Usually means, I made these cards to where they can have different meanings, and I'll just interpret it intuitively as the reading goes, right? So for this, the Grim Reaper is coming to collect that old way of thinking for you, okay? That old, the old you, not this new you that's walking in self-love and embarking on a self-love journey, and discovering these untapped gifts, that are going to fuel your confidence. All right, because it's time for a rebirth. It's time for a resurrection, a death and a rebirth. And how do we get a rebirth? How do we resurrect? We have to die first, right? Die to old ideas, die to old ways of living, die to being stuck in our comfort zone, not exploring these untapped gifts, right? You're probably someone of faith, someone of, whether it's you're a Christian, whether you're a... Did anybody else just see spirit? That orb? I'm going to play back this video, but what was that? You might be someone of a Christian faith. You might be somebody who's a Buddhist, monk. On this channel, I accept you. Okay? We coexist. I accept you as you are. I love you still. Okay? But you could be someone of faith. Okay? So have faith in this journey. You're never alone. Discovering these untapped gifts and talents, your soul tribe, your spirit team is going to be with you, okay? Don't worry about that. Okay. Anything else for the self-love reading for the collective? Please and thank you. Remember the stars. Having untapped gifts and untapped talents that you're not willing to discover, you're cheating the ethers of your gifts as well. Okay? Because maybe they need you to tap into those gifts to help rescue the rest of the world. Because you gotta think, if singing and dancing's healing for you and you share that with the rest of the world, it can heal them too. Or inspire others to use their gifts to heal. And this card fell out too. Receiving new gifts. Exactly. Guys, collective. Then we have Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And the song goes, well, I've been afraid of changing as I build my life around you. Been afraid of changing, been afraid of tapping into these undiscovered gifts and talents. Because unfortunately, when you tap into these gifts and these talents, discovering these talents, you have to weed out the old ways of thinking. You have to dig deep, and that brings up a lot of shadow self. And a lot of times we're scared of that, right? Because if we're good right now, where we're at in life, for the most part, our bills are paid and we're in a good marriage or whatever the case may be, right? You're in a good place. It can seem scary to explore the shadow because we don't know, once we dig out things that we didn't know was there, clear all that out, right? We don't know what our reaction might be or how that might affect the people around us. Fear of the unknown. Okay? So what else for collective? You'll be victorious in discovering these gifts. You will be victorious, okay? So even if you have to dig out shadows, parts of shadow, and clear all that out to embrace your gifts, right? Or discover gifts, you'll be victorious. And your gifts are valuable to the rest of the world. And to you. And to you. You are valuable. You are valuable. T could be your initials. I heard the time is now. T, the time is now. And then we have UV out here as in a UV light. So someone had to create the UV light, right? That was someone's idea. UV lights, there's negative aspects of being under a UV light, but there's also positive aspects, right? This is your cue to start quickly. This is your cue to start trying to tap into those gifts. M could be your initials. The Spirit said, matter of fact, right now. Matter of fact, right now. Hi. I'm going to get you some, okay? Alright, concluding messages for the collective about their self-love reading and their being gifted and talented. Yeah, your gifts can usher in quite a bit of finances if you let them. You'll learn to love your gifts with the Queen of Hearts. You'll learn to love yourself more when you tap into these gifts. A could be your initials. Spirit said you can absolutely do this, okay? But hurry up. Also, it's going to bring a lot of joy to you while you're doing and using these gifts, okay? You're going to have lots of laughs, lots of laughter and joy, okay? But you'll never know. You'll never know unless you'll always be wondering. That's going to conclude your self-love message. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've gotten something from it. Remember, take that which resonates and leave the rest behind. If you like the way that I read, you can always book a reading. I'll leave the details in the description box below. You can always show your support and love by sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that very much to my subscribers that I already have and the likes I've received. Back at you 1,000 times more. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so very much. And you can do this. Okay? You can embark on this journey and tap into untapped gifts and talents, undiscovered. Okay? Embark on this adventure. Alright, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, I'm going to leave details in the description box. Okay? But it's the only Cash App I have if you want to donate. If you feel led to, guided to, it's $LightHealer32. LIGHTHEALER32. It's my only Cash App. I'm not going to reach out to you guys either. You got to reach out to me through email to book a reading. We could do a self-love reading, a personal self-love reading. We can do a general reading. We can do a love reading. We can do past life, which is my favorite. I love doing past life. Or we can do locations. Okay, so if you're missing a loved one, you haven't heard from them, seen them, I will do my best to tap into spirit, tap into their energy, and try to help you locate them. Okay? I love you guys. Remember, stay lifted. Till next time. Bye.